Good morning to all of you who are watching us from across the world. It's a very good day here in Atlanta, and we want to thank all of you for joining us on a Sunday evening, and we want to thank our panelists who are here. This is our April Chai and Just Chat, and this is probably our 33rd session. So we've gone for it for like more than 2.5 years, and our 3rd year anniversary is coming up in August. So thank you for all your support. This program would not be possible without the support from Vendorship and Bytecraft Productions. So thank you, Vendorship, and thank you, Bytecraft, for allowing us to make this happen every month for you. Today we have an exciting session. I'm excited. I'm not a musician. I've tried to sing. I couldn't. So we've brought the artists today for you all to give you a memorable experience for the next 2 hours. Let me introduce them briefly. And before that, our agenda is we're going to go ahead with the questions because we want to know the musicians. We know their music, and we want to know who they are, what pulled them into music, and what keeps them going. So thank you for tuning in. If you've not gotten your chai, get your chai, sit back, relax, and listen to our artists today. So we have Gayan Guerin from Atlanta, Georgia. Gayan is the music director for Bet Havrim Congregation. I have known her very recently. I was introduced by a very good common friend from Compassionate Atlanta. And Gayan, thank you so much for joining us. I know you wear several other hats, but today we want to know you as the music director and how you take it forward with your congregation. Next, we have Shilpa Rivera. Shilpa is a friend who's been on my Facebook friend for some time. I've been listening to her sing. I would say one of the self-made accomplisher who probably didn't attend, and we'll get to hear more from her. She didn't go to music classes, but has picked up from the open source music out there to learn herself. Shilpa, thank you for joining us. I know you're a humanitarian as well and one of a very good influencer in the California area. So Shilpa, thank you for joining us. Next, we have Daryl. Daryl and I have been colleagues for almost a decade. We used to work in the county government. Daryl still works in the county government, but Daryl is also a human trumpet. So Daryl, we'll get to hear him actually without a trumpet. He's going to play a trumpet, but otherwise he's going to be on the keyboard and is a very good person. And thank you for joining us, Daryl, today. And next we have Hafiz Balay Khan. I know Hafiz ji from almost 3 years ago. He was here in Atlanta. Right now he's in Bengaluru, India, and Bengaluru is close to my heart because I did my medical school from there as well. So Hafiz ji, thank you for bringing Bengaluru to Atlanta, and he is the son and disciple of famous, renowned music artist Ustad Balay Khan. So thank you for joining us, Hafiz ji. Next we have Todd Mack. Todd, you are one of the musicians I know who is working on the cause, and what not better cause than the youth. So you are empowering the youth with your music. That's awesome. That's something great that you are giving a succession plan to the youth and the youngsters out there. Todd is the executive director of Music in Common. And of course, Todd, we are always looking for the commonalities across the world, just like today. From different parts of the world, you all have come together and you all are in one room. The commonality is the music. Thank you for joining us, Todd. Next, we have Farhan Shah. I've been hearing his music on my feed for some time. He brings in a different flavor of music with qawwalis and Sufi. And thank you, Farhan ji, for joining us. I know you're going to add value. And Farhan ji is also leading. Probably this group is creating a music of their own, being together in this room this evening. So we'll get to hear more from them using their talents together. Next, we have Avinash ji. Avinash ji is a solo tabla player. Have known him for last 2 years, and I'm so glad that you've joined us. And Avinash ji, you have accomplished something that none of us have in the past 2 days. You are a dad of a newborn baby boy. congratulations from all of us. We wish you the best of luck. I know you have to leave probably halfway through just so that you are with your wife and the baby in the hospital. So thank you for taking the time today to be with us. We wish you again luck. Please give our love to the baby and the new mom. Next we have Hitesh Malhotra. I think he should be, Hitesh, hi, we see you there. Thank you for joining us. Hitesh and I go back probably 4 years. From 4 years, I know their family pretty well. They are in Punjab, but Hitesh is in Canada. And Hitesh, thank you for joining us. I've been hearing your music. You are one of the youngsters. Not to say I'm the youngest in the group. So thank you for joining us, Hitesh. And next we have Karwanji. Karwanji, thank you. Voice of Muhammad Rafi. And you are in Dubai. So thank you for joining us from Dubai. I know for some of you it's a little bit late in the night, but I know music pulls us all together. And for those who are watching us and seeing us today, thank you so much. And I believe I've introduced all of y'all. So now our core for the program is you will get to hear the musicians' favorite songs during our panel discussion. But like I said, our discussion today is going to be asking questions, right? So because we want to know them. My bucket list was to sing in a public forum. I actually tried that. It didn't work out well. And all those who were eating in that public forum, as soon as they heard me singing, they all stopped eating. And so that's when I know I sort of embarrassed myself, and I'm not going to do it again. I'm going to let the artists do what they are best at. So I've stepped back. I'll only be friends with musician and artist. I will not try to be an artist. I'll do best what I do, bringing all of them together. So music means many things to different people. My question to you all is, I believe music has no language as well, because all it is musical notes coming into harmony. My next question is for Hafiz Ji. Hafiz Ji, how important is music in your life?
सबको नमस्कार. नज़ीरा जी, मैं हिंदी में बताना चाहूँगा.
Yes, I'll translate it, no problem.
जी. देखिए, म्यूजिक तो मेरे बचपन से ही मेरे पैदा होने के पहले से फैमिली में है, और मैं 7th जनरेशन आर्टिस्ट हूँ इन आवर फैमिली. मेरे फादर उस्ताद बाले खान साहब इंडिया के रिनाउंड आर्टिस्ट, और गाना बजाना तो 7 पीढ़ियों से चलता आ रहा है. 6-7 साल की उम्र से मैंने सितार बजाना स्टार्ट किया, और साथ साथ में गाना भी शुरू हो गया.
Very nice.
अब जिंदगी में म्यूजिक क्या है? जिंदगी ही म्यूजिक है बस.
Very well said, Hafiz Ji. You basically said that music has been something that's been generationally passed on, and this is the 7th generation. And your father, who's a very renowned artist, Ustad Balay Khan, has taught you to continuing this music even from when you were 6 or 7 years old. And that is really inspiring, because I think at 6 or 7, most of our lives get decided what we want to be. And I've seen that again and again. So Hafiz Ji, if you want to tell us where you felt forced to do this just because it's passed on generations, or did you have a dream of your own?
कभी नहीं. ये एक तो तालीम जो होती थी वो तो होती ही थी, मगर ये हमको भी लगता था कि हम भी अपने पिताजी, दादाजी, परदादा जी के जैसे बने.
Very nice.
और म्यूजिक कभी भी किसी को भी फोर्सेबली कभी नहीं आता है.
Very nice. And I've heard your music, and thank you. We are looking forward to listening to your music, Hafiz Ji. So thank you so much, and we wish you all the best as you continue your journey. Avinash Ji, if you can unmute and respond to my question. My question is, how important is music in your life? This question is for Avinash Ji.
Hello.
Yes, we can hear you. Go ahead.
Yeah. First of all, thanks to you, especially thanks to you for giving us a wonderful opportunity to perform and share our art and music with all of you. Hmm? Uh,
Congratulations on being a new father.
हम्म
Thank you. Basically, I am from Pandharpur, which is a God place. Pandharpur, Vitthala's God Vitthala's place.
And which
I
state?
have
In which state?
Maharashtra.
Maharashtra. Okay.
When I was 5 years old, my father started to teach me Tabla, Pakhavach, and we have a Varkari Sampradaya Parampara in our Maharashtra. I'm mm, I have started in 5 years old when I was 5 years old, and there are a lot of kirtankar and bhajan and kirtan in our family. तो यहाँ पे भक्ति संगीत का बहुत बड़ा माहौल है हमारे महाराष्ट्र में और संत ज्ञानेश्वर जी संत तुकाराम जी ऐसे बहुत बड़े बड़े विभूति यहाँ पे हो चुके हैं तो ऐसे 5 साल की उम्र में हमने शुरू किया जब हम 5 साल के थे तो मेरे दादाजी कीर्तनकार थे जो यहाँ पे कीर्तन की बहुत बड़ी परंपरा है महाराष्ट्र में तो वो बचपन से जब छोटे थे तब भी वो पखावज और तबला दोनों भी हम कीर्तन के साथ हम बजाते थे जब हम छोटे थे तो खड़े रह के पखावज बजाना पड़ता है कीर्तन में यहाँ के महाराष्ट्र की परंपरा तो हम छोटे थे तो हाँ हाथ ऐसे हमारे पहुंचते नहीं थे पखावज तो नीचे एक स्टूल देते थे और स्टूल के ऊपर खड़ा करके बोलते थे कि हम तुम बजाओ हमारे कीर्तन में या
Wow.
तो इसी के साथ ऐसा शुरू हुआ और बचपन से ही पूरे आध्यात्मिक और ऐसे संस्कार घर से मिले हैं तो ऐसे जर्नी शुरू हुई है और लाइफ में हम चाहते कि कोई भी आप नौकरी करो बिजनेस करो लेकिन म्यूजिक सीखना ही सीखना चाहिए क्योंकि म्यूजिक आपको सिखाता है कि लाइफ कैसी जीनी है पैसा तो सबको कमाना है पैसे के बिना तो कुछ होता नहीं लेकिन आप किस तरीके की लाइफ जीनी है वो आपको म्यूजिक सिखाता है तो म्यूजिक बहुत मायने रखता है हर एक के लाइफ में
Very nice. Thank you so much, Avinash ji. You basically said you live in a devotional place in Maharashtra and you started learning when you were 5 years old and from your family, not just tabla but other instruments as well. And this was a core important, vital part in your life. So thank you for joining us today and thank you for that insightful response. My next question is for Farhan. Farhan, if you can unmute yourself. Who inspired you to make music, Farhan?
Uh, that's a uh, very big question. Who inspired me to make music, yeah, or do it professionally? Is a lot of people actually. I was always very interested, but unlike Hafiz ji or unlike Avinash ji, I didn't get a chance to grow up in a musical family. I was My father was a banker and my mother was a teacher, so and it took me years to convince them that I can play music and I can compose music and I can write music. And it really took a long while to make them understand that I'm interested, because they wanted me to complete my studies. So I had to study accounting, which I was never good at. And then I had to do several other degrees, but I did that, and then finally got enrolled for music, and then did my Eastern theory lessons, and then did my Western theory lessons, and then a long journey started. So I used to work for different studios. I used to write jingles. I used to write compositions and lyrics for other artists, and I was never an on-stage artist. I used to help people with productions and everything. But I think my true calling started when I got exposed to Sufi music. And I would say that the one and only Ustad Nusrat Fateh Ali Khan, when his music really resonates me, and when I get deeper into the poetry, which talks about the idea of Rumi, an idea of Hafiz, an idea of Bulleh Shah, an idea of Sachal Sarma. So all these poets and all these poetry took me somewhere else, and which I would say that was my true calling, I guess, because I have done rock music, I have done pop music, I have sang as I said, I sing jingles, and I've done various different things as a teenager, as an adult. But last 6, 7, 8 years have been wonderful. The journey has been very wonderful because I got into Sufi music, and then I have been able to experiment the traditional side of the music with the contemporary side as well. And then really got inspired with A.R. Rahman, because if I have two musical idols to look up to, one is Ustad Nusrat Fateh Ali Khan, and second is A.R. Rahman. So I really love them, who they are as a person, as a musicians, and what they have done to this world is really tremendous. So yeah, those two are my inspiration, and I'm still struggling. So, and trying to be a better person through music every day.
Very well said. And Farhanji, there's nothing more everlasting than being inspired by yourself. And looks like you were the first inspirer for yourself first, apart from the other artists that you mentioned. We wish you all the best, and we can't wait to hear your songs that we're going to do in this session. And thank you again, Farhan. Gayan, the same question goes to you. And the question is, who inspired you to make music, Gayan?
I just love what you said, Farhan. I felt a lot of resonance there. I also I found myself alone in my room as a child singing along with Barbara Streisand, or I would go look for records in my parents' cabinet and found Fiddler on the Roof and this great album, Sounds from Spain. But my family didn't make music, and I would wander into the piano and write songs, and nobody figured out that I needed to take lessons. So I just kind of made music on my own for many years, and then started singing in choirs, and eventually ended up singing in the Atlanta Symphony Chorus. And so I had this great experience and the experience of the symphony classical world, and then left that place. And that was pretty young when I was doing that, and discovered all kinds of fascinating different kinds of ways that people make music, like sacred harp music. I found myself on a dirt road in the middle of Georgia one hot summer day in a small unair conditioned building with about 100 people singing some of the most beautiful 4-part harmony I'd ever heard in my life, with the vowels that were completely differently shaped than a symphony sound. And
yeah. So can you go ahead? Can you all hear me? Yes. Okay, sounds good. So thank you, Gayan. And I see a commonality in all your stories, and I'll probably summarize it towards the end. There is a reason that all of you all are in one room, and as musical artists, something there's deeper down than just the big artists who have inspired you. I think that comes from within. So we'll discuss that further. But Karwanji and Shilpa, the next question is, do you have any hidden meaning to the songs or the music that you sing, right? So I remember back in college, we all had crushes, and then we listened to the love songs, and then as we matured, we would listen to the real life songs, and as we've passed on the families, the kids are grown, then we grow into a different type of music, which is classical, right? So during our stages of life, we enjoy different types of music, which gives us meaning. But I want to know whether you and Shilpa have any hidden meaning to the music that you choose or that you sing. Karwanji, go ahead first.
Yeah, actually, when I was a kid, my grandfather used to play gramophone, and 99% of the songs was of Muhammad Rafi Sahib. So I was hearing those songs of 60s, 70s, and Muhammad Rafi Sahib is the only person who inspired me a lot. And I love to sing his songs, and I love the songs of sad part. I love to sing the sad songs of Muhammad Rafi Sahib, which I like most. Actually, you can say. And I'm from Dubai.
Why the sad songs? Does it resonate with you because it's the reality?
No, I can feel the feeling of that song. Actually, the lyrics, the composition, which comes from my heart, as I believe. If I am singing sad songs, it comes from my heart directly, as I believe.
Very nice. Thank you so much.
I can feel the feelings of that song. You can say that.
Very, very well said, Karwanji. Completely understand. Shilpa, how about you? Do you have any hidden meaning behind the songs that you choose?
Depending on my mood, and basically, not really, nothing in particular, but I would say that all kinds of world music I'm exposed to, Chinese, you name it, Japanese, all kinds of world music, and they all touch my heart, even though I don't understand the language, but that music, the lyrics somehow has so much power that I could understand the meaning behind the song. So I don't have any one in particular.
Very, very, very well said. And I'm sure based on your mood, you're listening to the songs and you portray it accordingly. So thank you, Shilpa, for everything you do. And thank you for being an inspirer for many more ladies who can still continue to learn or start learning from their own comforts of their sofa or couch or home, right? So thank you. The next question is for Daryl and Hitesh. The question is, why did human create music? Why do we listen to music? Daryl? Daryl, you have to unmute yourself.
I would like to say that, music soothes the soul. There's a lot of times, I think about slavery. During slavery, they would sing songs, although they were being oppressed. But, it made you feel something better in some kind of way. So music is very important to our lives because music can take you to a place to where that certain chords can make you cry. And it's all because of the feelings that you get from hearing the song. So music is very important.
Very nice. And Hitesh, how about you? Why did human create music and why do we listen to music?
Yeah. So, first of all, thank you so much for asking this. And yeah, so as just Daryl said, like very well said here, music is soul, right? So it is like something like we, as being a human, right? We need something to eat. So music is something that our soul needs, right? And so music is something like that can just change your mood around the time. Like you can feel it. You can feel the hip hop. You can feel everything. What depends upon your mood, and it can enhance your enjoyment with everything. It doesn't matter if you are sad, if you are feeling happy, you're feeling enthusiastic, right? But the type of music you're listening to, it can enhance it. So it is a thing which is really, 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 I would say, indeed for our soul.
Very, very well said, and it's soul satisfying, right? And I'm sure Daryl would agree with it. Down here in Georgia, we do talk a lot about soul food, soul music. So definitely, Hitesh, a great answer that you've given us. The next question is probably for all of you, and my question is: do you all sing in the shower?
Not me.
No.
I just sing.
No.
But sometimes you can say.
Okay, so very few of you sing in the shower, and for those, I want you
A
all to
lot.
know. Yes, Farhan, go ahead.
I was about to say that, if I shower.
Farhan, Farhan, thank you so much. We all need that laughter. Just like you said, thank you for coming back to your show. So you just brought, oh my gosh, this guy can make anybody feel comfortable and good, right? Even at the worst times. So Farhan, thank you for being you. And Hafizji, do you sing in the shower?
हाँ नजीरा वो प्लान रहता नहीं है, वो हो ही जाता है.
Okay. There's no plan, but it just happens. That's really good. Anyone else who doesn't sing in the shower?
I sing whenever I get a chance.
You get a chance. Todd, I saw you raise your hand. Go ahead, Todd. So you do. Okay.
I usually do not sing in the shower.
Oh, you do not. Okay. Okay. Good to know. And so
I try to get in and out as quickly as I can so that I can get to practice
okay,
singing there.
Very nice. Thank you for letting us know that. So let's talk about fans, right? So when you are an artist, of course you need the fans to follow you, to listen to your music, to buy your music, to learn from you. What is it, that one message? This question is for Farhan and Hitesh. What is it, that one message you want to give to the fans? So, or how do you respond to the fans? Because you can't respond to each and every one of your fan. But what is the best principled artist do in order to keep his fan level?
I want Hitesh to go first.
Okay, go ahead,
Oh,
Hitesh.
Oh, okay, sir. Thank you so much. Yeah. So, okay, yeah. So for first of all, it feels really like awkward for fans, but like we are not. I'm nothing for sure, right? And then yeah. So whosoever listens to me, all of us, and there's just one advice, just like always listen to good music, right? Meaningful music, which makes sense, which is good for you, and which you can relate to your life as well, which has a great meaning. You can learn from it, and it is not important for anyone, like for हमारे लिए कि हम म्यूजिक बनाएं या कुछ करें. कोई भी बना रहा है म्यूजिक, it's really good for everyone, but just the thing is, just listen to good music which makes sense, which is beautiful, and that it's the most beautiful thing in the world. Like,
You know what, Hitesh, you're being very humble, but of course, artists would need the fans, right? So what do you do?
जी, जी.
Do you do anything to increase your fan base?
Yeah, sure. For those kind of things, I just listen to the requests, like what people want to hear actually. And if I feel that those songs are good, and if that music is good, then I just post it, and I just try to enhance those things into me, so that I can so that they love to listen to me, and then obviously then more fans.
Very well said. Thank you. And to all the panelists, you're welcome to chime in with any answers that I ask, even though I direct them to one or two panelists, but you're welcome to chime in. You can raise your hand and I'll make sure that you get to speak. So, Farhan, go ahead.
All right. I would say, and I usually say this during my shows and on my social media as well, that I don't have fans, I have friends. So all my fans are my friends, if they are my fan. A fan is someone who likes your music and who wants to support you. So it naturally comes with a lot of emotions, right? So if, let's say, if I'm a fan of Hitesh ji, and if I'm a fan of Hafiz ji, and if I follow their music, I expect them to be number one who they are, because I like them the certain way. If they go off way, sometime it clicks, sometime it goes like, I didn't like it, and they comes up like, very very emotionally to you, and they write stuff to you. And because it works two way. It works constructively if you take a constructive criticism to you, that oh, your fans are not liking this, your friends are not liking this. Or you can try to convince them that you are trying to. So I keep a very good relation. I try to keep a very good relation with them. When they message to me like, oh, mashallah, this is very good, I try to reply them, thank you. They say you are blessed, and I would say stay blessed, and what do you want to hear? And I try my best to be the person who I am. So I don't mix things and genres and everything. And if I want to try something, I'll just announce first that I'm thinking to try this. What do you think about it? And then 70% people will say, oh, yeah, go ahead. Then I will try something, and then because you have to, because the fans are the only one, the friends are the only one who will take your music somewhere. Because if they believe in your music, you don't have to buy likes, you don't have to buy YouTube subscribers, because they will be the people who will share your music, who will promote your music, who will buy your music. So if you are making music for people, then you have to be a people person. That's what my feel is. And then do music for yourself as well, which resonates you. and try to be the person who you want to be, and try to engage that same person with the audience.
Very
I'm
well
talking
said.
too much.
No,
It's too late here.
you're feeling comfortable among all the artists that you have in here. So thank you, Farhan. That's very well said. So Daryl and Avinash, the next question is for you. Let's talk about financial security, right? And what do I mean by that? Especially from where I come from in India, you are in the generation that I lived in or live in, you can only become a doctor, an engineer, a lawyer, right? It's mostly a doctor, engineer, lawyer. When someone says they want to be a musician, you are going to see a lot of opposition because they're going to say that's not a career. That might be a hobby, but you cannot make a career out of music. So my question to you is, for those people who say that you cannot have music as your career, what do you have to say? And maybe I'm not in the music industry, so I don't know how hard it is, but can you tell me, are musicians afraid of going broke? Or when they don't have another job, can they consider music as their primary career? I want
Okay.
Daryl to go first, and then I want Avinash to speak.
All right. Well, I think that most musicians know how hard it is and what they do. Like myself, I mean, I have an alternate way of making money. So I do have another job. But as far as being a musician and thinking you can make it, you have to believe in yourself first, because if you don't believe in yourself, nobody else is going to believe in you. But if you go ahead and give it your all, and, if you feel as though you have something unique, you know, present that. Show how you're different than somebody else. Don't try to be the person that that you're your idol. Just try to do something a little different, and you'll always have something to do. But always have something to fall back on. And another thing is, there's different places where you can perform, like at restaurants, at churches, and different things like that. I play a lot of times just because I love music. I will do it without being paid because that's how much I love music. But it also is a lucrative income.
Very nice. Thank you for laying out the reality for us, Daryl. Avinash ji, you can answer in Hindi. मेरा question ये था कि म्यूजिक इंडस्ट्री में फाइनेंशियल का मुश्किल हो जाता है बोल के आपको लगता है कि क्योंकि if that's not a full time job, then लोग मतलब they can go broke, है ना? तो आपका क्या ख्याल है?
बहुत अच्छा क्वेश्चन पूछा है आपने नजीरा जी। बात ऐसी है कि म्यूजिक अगर फुल टाइम करियर करना है तो आज के ज़माने में बहुत मुश्किल है। हाँ, क्योंकि पुराने समय में कंपटीशन भी कम था, आर्टिस्ट लोग भी कम थे। आज के ज़माने में इतने आर्टिस्ट हो गए कि सबको काम नहीं मिलता है। एक तो बहुत ऊंचाई पे आपको जाना पड़ता है, आपका नाम होना चाहिए बहुत अच्छी तरह से, और सीखने के लिए बड़े गुरु के पास जाना है या शहर में, बड़े शहर में जाना है, तो उसके लिए आपका फाइनेंशियल बैकग्राउंड अच्छा होना चाहिए। पहली बात, हम मतलब बहुत ग्राउंड लेवल पे आके हम आपको बताते हैं कि हम बहुत एक छोटी सी फैमिली से हम मेरा गांव यहाँ से बहुत नजदीक है पंढरपुर से, तो यहाँ से छोटे गांव से बहुत स्ट्रगल करते 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 हम पूना में पहुंचे। वहाँ पे पढ़ाई किया, रियाज किया, बहुत मेहनत किया। अब जाके कई 15-20 साल के बाद थोड़ा सा नाम मिला। अभी भी स्टूडेंट है, अभी भी रियाज करते हैं, गुरुजी के पास जाते हैं, लेकिन अभी के जमाने में मैं चाहता हूँ कि हर म्यूजिशियन को कुछ ना कुछ साइड बाय साइड छोटा सा बिजनेस या छोटा सा पार्ट टाइम जॉब भी तो करना चाहिए। क्योंकि जब तक आप अकेले होते हैं तब तक की बात ठीक है, लेकिन जब आप फैमिली की जिम्मेदारी आती है आपके ऊपर तो बहुत मुश्किल होता है। आपके फैमिली, बीवी है, बच्चे है, रूटीन के खर्चे है, जब बच्चे पढ़ाई शुरू होती है बच्चों की, तो वो अलग स्कूल की फीस भरनी है। तो मतलब कभी प्रोग्राम आते हैं, कभी नहीं आते हैं। अभी देखिए कोरोना की वजह से पूरे सब 3 महीने सब घर पे बैठे, तो प्रोग्राम भी गए। क्लासेस अगर हम लेते हैं म्यूजिक के, अभी सब लोग एक जगह पे बैठे तो कौन कहाँ जाएगा। बहुत सारे लोगों के जॉब भी अभी जा रहे, जाने वाले, तो ये फाइनेंशियल सिक्योरिटी नहीं रहती है म्यूजिक में।
Okay.
अगर या तो मैं चाहता हूँ कि हर एक आर्टिस्ट को कुछ ना कुछ साइड बाय साइड छोटा सा बिजनेस करना चाहिए या छोटा सा पार्ट टाइम जॉब करना ही चाहिए, तब जाके आप अगर पेट भरा है तो आप रियाज कर सकते हैं या सुकून वाला गाना गा सकते हैं, सुना सकते हैं ना। खाली पेट तो कुछ नहीं कर सकते ना।
Very well said, Avinash ji. You just brought the reality, and
Yes.
Gayan and Todd, what Avinash was alluding to is what Daryl was speaking earlier. That in this generation, because of the high competition, a full-time musicians to make it a career is very hard. Since not just competitive, but also the responsibility of how to take care of the family resides in the musician. So in order for that, it's very hard for a musician to become a full-time, but has to have a second job or has to have another job to carry on. Because if your stomach is hungry, how can you offer music? So thank you, Avinash ji, for bringing the reality. But the next question is for Todd, Hafiz, and Shilpa. Todd, let's talk about entrepreneurs in music, right? I am an entrepreneur. I had no idea what business was, but in the 2 years I'm learning many things to teach, many things to learn. But why did I succeed, or why are we succeeding in the business, is because I left my full-time job. There was no way I could have done my full-time job and become an entrepreneur. I stepped into becoming an entrepreneur full-time, offered my best, along with the team, and we are making it happen. So how do I relate that with the music industry, Todd? Because seems like it's the same thing. You are becoming an entrepreneur in the music industry, and that means you have to leave your full-time job to make it happen, taking risks. Can you enlighten us on that, Todd?
Sure. And I think back to I'm talking earlier about his family, coming from a family of bankers or accountants and professionals. And those are actually really valuable skills to have as a musician. And the reality is for many of us, you reach a point where you're sort of at a crossroads where you have to make a decision of either, do I pursue this as my career, as my full-time job, or do I just keep it as a passion, as something that I love to do, but not rely on it for income? And my own path was such that after I graduated from college, I decided that, much probably to my parents' dismay, that this is what I wanted to do with my life, and worked a full-time job while I was crafting my skill and honing my skills, and then gradually got to a point where I was good enough to start getting gigs and bringing in some income from my music. Learned how to promote myself and market myself, which is not necessarily an easy thing to do or an intuitive thing to do for artists, and was able to just sort of keep progressing to where there were more gigs, there were more money-making opportunities with my music, and I could then scale back from a full-time job to a part-time job. And then ultimately, at the time that I released my second album, was when I sort of said to myself, it's kind of now or never. I mean, I spent probably the better part of a year preparing for that, so that when that second record came out, I had tours lined up for the following 6 months, and at that point, I left my job, and that was 25 years ago, and I've been able to somehow continue to piece it together. Yeah.
Very good, and we continue to wish you the best of the best, Todd, as you continue your journey. Hafiz ji, my question was, how does a musician become an entrepreneur? क्योंकि अगर वो business person नहीं बनते, तो they have to have a full-time job, so they are not giving full energy and commitment to the music. So आपका क्या ख्याल है, हफीज जी?
आप पूछ रहे हैं म्यूजिक के साथ में कोई
हाँ,
अदर बिजनेस का?
हाँ, नहीं, म्यूजिक के साथ पूरा बिजनेस, म्यूजिक जो म्यूजिक कर रहे हैं उसी से पूरा कर सकते हैं बिजनेस, बिकॉज दैट्स व्हाट एन एंटरप्रेन्योर इज, राइट?
देखिए, सबका जो लाइफ एक सिचुएशन अलग रहता है, अपनी अपनी सोच रहती है। अभी आप मुझे मेरा अगर पूछेंगे
Yes.
तो मैं म्यूजिक छोड़ के बाकी कुछ कर ही नहीं सकता। अगर चाहूँ तो भी दूसरा कोई बिजनेस, मैं बिजनेस में 100% फेल हो जाऊंगा। तो कैसा भी सिचुएशन आए, जो भी सिचुएशन आए, और बचपन से हमको कोई दूसरे ऑप्शन का कोई गुंजाइश ही नहीं है। तो इस एंगल से ना कभी मैंने सोचा इसका, इसमें मैं ज़्यादा बहुत डीप आंसर मैं दे नहीं सकता हूँ इसका, क्योंकि
But
मेरे पास कोई ऑप्शन है ही नहीं।
you gave a very apt answer for this question. Hafizji basically taught in the audience. What Hafizji was saying was that he doesn't know any other trade other than music. That's all he knows. He will fail in literally any other business or trade because he hasn't learned anything else. From his childhood, it has been music. So every person, every music artist has different situations, and they have to work accordingly based on their passion and how far they want to take it, right? So thank you, Hafizji.
एक छोटा सा
Yes,
पॉइंट।
yes. Go ahead.
देखिए, घर पे म्यूजिक था, घर पे इतने पीढ़ियों से म्यूजिक चलता आ रहा है, और हमने एजुकेशन जो किया, पोस्ट ग्रेजुएशन किया, वो भी म्यूजिक में ही किया। और
Very
मैं
nice.
यहाँ मैं खुल के बताना चाहता हूँ कि एजुकेशन हुआ म्यूजिक में, डिग्री है बोल के ही हुआ, नहीं तो शायद वो भी छोड़ देते।
Okay, good. So you basically went to graduate in music just because music was your life. So very well done. You've combined passion along with your talents, along with family generational, what they've passed on to you, the music. Shilpa?
In my case, I'm not an entrepreneur, as you know, and I'm not even planning to become one because it's a lot of responsibility. But so basically, I am still promoting music because I know that it brings so much bliss in everyone's life, and it can bring so many positive, miracles in people's lives because of the music. I know that there are a lot of artists out there, and they sing so wonderfully, but it's still hard, to sustain your livelihood just with music. And I think so for me, I still do. I have a option to work full time. I work with one of the biggest healthcare industry in West Coast here, and I have an option to work full time. But because I love music so much, that I opt to work only part time so that I can also do the singing and pursue my passion. Because otherwise, there's no life, if you don't have any passion or hobby. So yeah, so I'm not an interpreter, but if there are any musical shows, if somebody is planning to do any fundraisers, so definitely I help out in the fundraiser. I go there and sing free of charge. And then there are different shows, events. If they need my help to promote their shows, I definitely help them without charging anything or without any kind of expectation, because I want to promote music. So that's it.
Very well, thank you. Shilpa, looks like you balanced it out, part-time music, part-time your other job, because you see the passion in music and that's what drives you. And very well said, many more examples from each one of you that people are gathering. Thank you. So Avinash ji, I want to go to you. We want to, आपका favorite music क्या है and what are you going to play for us? Can you play for us now? Play it for us now, please.
जा रही है मेरी?
Yes.
मेरा फेवरेट म्यूजिक क्लासिकल म्यूजिक है।
Okay.
तो मैं अभी कर रहा हूँ, तो उसी में हमने एमए किया है, तबला में गोल्ड मेडलिस्ट है। पूरे इंडिया और अब्रॉड में भी सब जगह पे हम गए हैं, अभी भी जा रहे हैं। तो हम क्लासिकल म्यूजिक में ही करियर कर रहे हैं और वही मेरा सब पैशन है, पूरा करियर उसी में ही लगा है। सोलो और साथ संगत इंटरनेशनल आर्टिस्ट के साथ, जैसे पंडित राजेंद्र साजन मिश्रा जी है, या बहुत ऐसे बहुत बड़ी हस्तियों के साथ सौभाग्य मिला है कि उनके साथ रूबरू हो जाए, कुछ सीखने को मिले, ठेका लगाने को। तो मुझे ज़्यादातर क्लासिकल म्यूजिक ज़्यादा पसंद है, हम उसी में अभी करियर कर रहे हैं। तो आप आपके सामने एक ताल, तीन ताल में तिश्र जाति का कायदा आपको हम सुनाते हैं.
Yes, please do. Thank you. Very well done. Let's give it up for Avinash ji. Very well, Avinash ji. We can all see the smiles of being not just a new dad, but you're immersed into the music that you gave us. So thank you so much. That was really, and I saw all the panelists literally shaking their head or making some body movements with your music. So thank you. Karwan ji, let's go to you. Tell us what's your favorite music, what's your favorite song, and what are you going to sing for us today?
Actually, basically 100, not 90% of my 100 songs, you can say that I sing only Rafi Sahib. And I want to sing one song of him.
Yes.
Teri Aankhon Ki Sewa.
Please do.
तेरी आँखों के सिवा दुनिया में रखा क्या है, ये उठे सुबह चले, ये झुके शाम ढले, मेरा जीना मेरा मरना इन्हीं पलकों के तले, तेरी आँखों के सिवा दुनिया में रखा क्या है। पलकों की गलियों में चेहरे बहारों के हंसते हुए, ऐ मेरे ख्वाबों के क्या क्या नगर इनमें बसते हुए हो। पलकों की गलियों में चेहरे बहारों के हंसते हुए, ये उठे सुबह चले, ये झुके शाम ढले, मेरा जीना मेरा मरना इन्हीं पलकों के तले, तेरी आँखों के सिवा दुनिया में रखा क्या है।
वाह, very nice.
मेरे आने वाले जमाने की तस्वीर है, चाहत के काजल से लिखी हुई मेरी तकदीर है। हो इनमें मेरे आने वाले जमाने की तस्वीर है, ये उठे सुबह चले, ये झुके शाम ढले, मेरा जीना मेरा मरना इन्हीं पलकों के तले, तेरी आँखों के सिवा दुनिया में रखा क्या है।
Wow, very nice, Karwanji.
Thank you
Thank
so much.
you. And what what is your time? Yes, please, thank you. I'm holding my papers in the hands. I'm not able to clap, but Karwanji, what's the time in Dubai now?
It's 11
It's
p.m.
11 p.m. and you're singing for the world. We can see the passion in what you do. We wish you all the best and
And during
continue.
Ramadan,
Go ahead, Wade.
Ramadan is also going on.
Yes, Ramadan. Happy Ramadan to all those who are fasting this month as well. Definitely, Karwanji. We wish you a happy
Thank you.
fasting as well. So, Todd, tell us what's your favorite music, and we want to hear from you.
Sure. Well, I don't know that I have a favorite music. I certainly love a lot of Western style music, rock and folk and country and things like that. But I also really love world music and I love what I'm hearing today. I'm going to play a song that I wrote years ago as a love song called Hand in Hand that I think bears some relevance to this very crazy thing we're living through right now. So anyway, it goes like this. Well, I've been thinking about my life these days and where it's going to. And through the smoke-filled haze and the cloudy days, you keep on shining through what this crazy world is all about. Sometimes I just don't know. It can attack your every fear and doubt. Feel like it ain't letting go. Well, these days it's getting hard to think when your thoughts prey on your mind. But before they push me to the brink, I'm gonna leave these troubles behind. 'Cause somewhere there's a better place where the rainbow never ends, where dreams will come true for both me and you, and I can see it coming round the bend. Together we will stand, forever hand in hand. Together we will stand, forever hand in hand. Somewhere out in the distance, maybe buried deep down in my mind, is the fear that what I'm looking for ain't what I'm hoping to find. But in these times of uncertainty, there's one thing of which I'm sure: just to have you right here next to me is all I could ever ask for. Together we will stand, forever hand in hand. Oh, together we will stand, forever we will stand.
Very nice, Todd. Is that the lyrics you composed and you directed? Am I right to say that? Todd, was that?
I'm sorry. Say again.
Did you compose
Yes.
did you compose the lyrics and you directed the whole thing?
Yes, exactly.
Wow.
Yes.
So I always wondered how that happens, and I guess I can see the passion that drives musicians to write their own song, compose the music, and sing it. Very well done, very apt song for the current times. hand in hand. Thank you. And we all stand hand in hand today in unity. So thank you, Todd. So next I want to go to Hafiz ji. Hafiz ji, tell us, what is your favorite music? I've heard your sitar before, and what are you going to play for us tonight? And what is the time in India, Hafiz ji?
12:40 a.m.
12:40 a.m. So just audience just shows the commitment from the musicians to stay with us for the next 1 hour to finish this show, and none of them are compensated for the time, but we thank them for being here today, and of course, as for us, we've promoted them on social media, and I hope you make a lot of friends, all of you, and more relationships, and of course, partnerships and collaborations. So we wish you all the best. Hafiz ji, go ahead.
नज़ीरा जी, वैसे तो फेवरेट म्यूजिक में बहुत सारे हैं, उनमें से एक मेरे फादर के एक कंपोजिशन में सुना चाहता हूँ, राग मिश्र पहाड़ी में.
Okay.
क्या बात है, वाह.
अविनाश भाई, दादरा में.
हाँ, बिल्कुल बिल्कुल.
मैं थोड़ा सा पहले थोड़ा सा आलाप करूंगा,
हाँ हाँ बिल्कुल.
फिर बाद में.
nice, very nice. Taliyan, Taliyan, Taliyan. Hafiz ji, very soothing, very pleasing to the heart. Thank you so much for those 2 or 3 minutes of peace that we all have secured through your music. Thank you so
Thank
much
you.
again. We
Thank
wish you all the best continuing to and
Thank you, Avinash bhai.
we are going to forward some of the musicians' favorite music on the social media so people can see your professional YouTube videos as well. So I want to go to Gayan. Gayan, I know we're shifting the gears a little bit because you are the music director of the congregation Bet Haverim, and give us a snippet of what are the musics that you produce. I'm thinking it's more devotional, but we want to hear from you.
Hi. So I chose a couple of things today that I thought would be useful for here. So in these times, sacred text can offer a pathway to source. It can offer a pathway to joy or sorrow or comfort. And a common psalm that we use for comfort is Psalm 23. So I'm going to sing a song that's just a really beautiful melody called Gam Ki Elech, which is, even though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear not because you're with me. I'm going to follow that by a brief, it's called a nagun, which is a wordless melody, which is something that's often sung in Judaism for a number of different reasons. And this is one called the swimming nagun, which is one that I wrote.
Okay.
So they'll be brief. They won't be very long.
You have your time. Please go ahead. Take your time.
Gam ki elech. Gam ki elech. Get samavet. Lo ira. Ki ata imadi. Gam ki elech get samavat lo ira ki ata imadi. Shivtecha Amishantecha Hema Hema Inachamuni. Yay, 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 yay,
Very nice, very well done. Though I didn't understand the language, but the melody was very soothing. It felt like you were asking to be peaceful, and I think we achieved that. So thank you so much, Guyana.
You're welcome. I was singing in Hebrew and translated that psalm which was the psalm, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I fear no evil, but that was sung in Hebrew.
Very nice. Very. Thank you for offering that to us today. And Gayan, just composing the lyrics and composing the music for it and putting it all together, it's a lot of work. I know you're showing it in 3 minutes here, but I know there was a lot of hard work that went behind it. So we appreciate all of you musicians and the artists out there in this room and outside who continue your passion and bring solace to people like me who don't have that art, but we express our gratitude from listening to yours, the peace that we get and secure within ourselves. So thank you, a grateful thank you to all of you. And let's go to Hitesh, the youngest performer next to me. So Hitesh, tell us, what's your favorite music and what are you going to sing for us? I don't know if you're going to use your instrument, but please let us know. We want to hear from you.
Yes, I have my guitar.
Okay.
Okay, so yeah. So my favorite music, so now I've started listening to R&B more, like the new English songs those are coming. So I'm just like working on how I can mix the Bollywood, which is my genre, and with the R&B, which is going on right now, the trend music. So I'm just focusing on that thing and how I can just mix those genres and just create a fusion. And because I like a lot both the genres I like a lot. And so right now I'll sing a Hindi song and an English.
Yes, please.
So I hope. Okay. मेरे दिल ने चुन लिया ने तेरे दिल दिया तू जो मेरे नाल तुरे ता तुर पे मेरी आसा जीना मेरा हाय हुण है तेरा की मैं करा तू कर एतबार मेरा मैं करा इंतजार तेरा तू दिल तू यूं जान मैं तेनू समझा ना तेरे बाझों लगदा जी तू की जाने प्यार मेरा मैं करा इंतजार तेरा तू दिल तू यूं जान मेरी मैं तेनू समझा ना तेरे बाझों लगदा So this is the one Hindi and the Bollywood song, and the next is Perfect. It's by Ed Sheeran, and I like Ed Sheeran a lot. Like he's currently right now, it's my favorite.
Okay.
Okay, and the song is Perfect.
Okay.
I found your love for me, darling. Just dive right in. Follow my lead. I found a woman, beautiful and sweet. I never knew you were the sun waiting for me. 'Cause we were just kids when we fell in love, not knowing what it was. I will not give you this time, darling, just kiss me slow. Your heart is so light, and in your eyes you're holding mine. Baby, I'm dancing in the dark with you between my eyes.
until midnight breath you heard it, and she looks perfect tonight.
Very nice. Thank you so much. Very, very well played. And we wish you, I've seen you grow over the past 4 years. And Hitesh, you're turning to be an amazing young gentleman who has a long career, good career ahead. So we wish you all the best always, and your family as
Thank you.
well. So next, I want to go to Farhanji. Farhanji, what's your favorite music and what do you have for us? And then we're going to go to Daryl and then Shilpa, and then we're going to come back to our discussion.
All right. As I said, there's no particular music. Music is music for me. Either it's Western, Eastern, classical, sometimes Bollywood as well. It really depends on the mood. But as I said, the Sufi music really resonates my inner self, my soul, and I like doing it a lot. And I like making it a lot, and I like singing it and listening it a lot. So yeah, the Sufi music, that's what speaks to me.
Farhanji, what's the time in Australia?
This is 5 in the morning,
Oh
and
my
I have been up for last 16 hours. I've been up. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, thank you so much, Farhanji, and just shows your passion and your commitment to offer those music notes to everyone else. What are you going to sing for us?
I'll try to sing something. It's 5 in the morning. My neighbors should not come to my door. That's it. Recently, I released a song called Molayali. It's a Sufi prayer. I composed and wrote this song, and the video is out already. I'll try to sing that song.
Yes.
Now. Mawla Mawla Mushkil kusha मुश्किल को मेरी हल करो मुश्किल कुशायली मुश्किल को मेरी हल करो मुश्किल कुशा अली मौला या अली मौला या अली मौला या अली मौला या अली मुश्किल को मेरी हल करो मुश्किल कुशा अली मुश्किल को मेरी हल करो मुश्किल कुशा अली मौला या अली मौला या अली गर तुम न सुनोगे तो मेरी कौन सुनेगा गर तुम न सुनोगे तो मेरी कौन सुनेगा करम तुम न करोगे तो करम कौन करेगा करम तुम न करोगे तो करम कौन करेगा आया हूँ मौला दर पे तेरे बन के सवाली मौला या अली मौला या मौला या अली Maula ya Ali.
Wow, very nice. I've seen the video. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're watching us today, he is at 5 a.m. in Australia and he's sitting for us and singing. He definitely deserves the likes and the subscribes, not just this artist, but everyone here who need your attention in listening to their music and probably be part of their fan base. So thank you. Daryl, we have you next. What's your favorite music and what are you going to play for us today?
My favorite music, I have so many. I love country, I love R&B, I love gospel, I love old standards. I like Frank Sinatra. You know, it's like, so the gambit is wide. My second father, he was the conductor of the African American Philharmonic Orchestra, and I am, you know, I mean, I just love music. Favorite artist would have to be Luther Vandross, is one of my number one, you know, but also in the likes of Al Jarreau, Peebo Bryson. There's so many to name to where that, I mean, I like music, but what I'm going to play for you today is Michael Jackson, you know, because, you know, he was a world performer. Everybody loved Michael Jackson. Besides that, I'm known as a human trumpet.
Yes.
So I'm gonna see if I can add that to this while I'm playing, okay?
Yes, please do.
Just wanted to give you a little bit of it, you know, but
Very
like I
nice,
said,
very well played, and you played the trumpet without any instrument, so you are in fact indeed. Wow, that's really a skill, Daryl. We love you. We want to wish you the best all the time, and continued success and many more, and peace and joy. So I saw every one of us in this room. You just had our moves going. I'm not a dancer, but even I was having my moves going on, each one of us. So thank you. So
thank you so much.
Yes, thank you. So Shilpa ji, go ahead. And I know Avinash ji, I know your baby and your wife are waiting. We don't want to keep them waiting too long. So just let me know, maybe after Shilpa's music, we'll have one or two questions from you, and then you're welcome to leave, okay? Go ahead, Shilpa.
So I'm going to sing one of my favorite song. It's about life. और जो म्यूजिक माएस्ट्रोस जो है मेरी लाइफ में, you know, who continue to guide me, वो सब कहते हैं कि शिल्पा learn to sing on harmonium and not karaoke. So I know कि जिन्होंने संगीत की शिक्षा ली है, वो सब हमेशा they don't want the karaoke. They want you to sing on instruments. तो मैं हारमोनियम सीख रही हूँ by watching all the YouTube videos. उस पे कितने सारे tutorials हैं. But anyway, so long story short, I will go ahead and sing on the karaoke, one of my favorite songs.
Please do.
जिंदगी का सफर है कैसा सफर, कोई समझा नहीं, कोई जाना नहीं. जिंदगी का सफर है कैसा सफर, कोई समझा नहीं, कोई जाना नहीं. है ये कैसी डगर, चलते हैं सब मगर, कोई समझा नहीं, पर किधर है किसी खबर, कोई समझा नहीं, कोई जाना नहीं। ऐसे जीवन भी है जो जीनी नहीं, जिनको जीने से पहले हिसाब गई, फूल ऐसे भी है जो खिले नहीं, जिनको कहने से पहले हिसाब गई। है परेशान से थक गए चार दर, कोई समझा नहीं, कोई जाना नहीं। जिंदगी का सफर है ये कैसा सफर, कोई समझा नहीं, कोई जाना नहीं। Thank you so much.
Very nice, Shilpa. Indeed, you got us in the moment. And Daryl and Todd and Gayan, if we had a hard time understanding the language, it basically said it's the journey of life. It's very hard to understand what is going on. But whether we understand or not, I think the important part is to remain calm and to not give up. And you saw a live example an hour ago where we had technical difficulties and I was out of my own show, according to Farhan. But we remained calm. I said, Prashant, we have 2 more hours. Just stay calm. Let's get it done. We got it done. So kudos to Prashant. I want us to give him hands for remaining calm and getting us all back. So thank you, Prashant. We appreciate you from Bytecraft. Do you have a few words?
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Prashant.
While you guys were having technical difficulty, I took, because other artists, they were wondering what we should do. So that's why I took liberty and we chanted Om Mantra together.
Very nice. And that's how the human race comes together at tough challenges. And this was one live example where you guys saw we are facing a live example, a tough challenge outside with COVID. And how can not just the music artists here, but as a human race, how can we come and uplift others is a lesson that we continue to learn, and hopefully we are able to get into that. So Avinash ji, we don't want to keep you waiting, but mera question ye hai aapke liye, and Avinash ji, we can see the smile in you, and as Shilpa was singing and you were smiling and on the drums, I thought 20 years from now, your son is going to be, oh my gosh, I was in the hospital and you were singing for, in the early morning for the world. So Avinash ji, we wish you the best with your new son. And how would you feel if there was no music in this world? Can you tell us, आपका मन कैसा लगेगा अगर music नहीं है इस दुनिया में? You have to unmute yourself. सुनाई नहीं दे रहा. Yes.
हाँ, ये कुदरत की देन है। अगर ये संगीत हम जो सुन रहे हैं, कोई भी प्रकार का म्यूजिक हो, चाहे ये अभी ये सब इतने बड़े बड़े आर्टिस्ट गा रहे बजा रहे, मैं तो बहुत छोटा हूँ, विद्यार्थी हूँ, अभी भी सीख रहा हूँ। तो ये सब ऊपर वाले की देन है, भगवान की कृपा है, उसने हमें म्यूजिक दिया है। अगर वो नहीं होता तो मेरे ख्याल से मतलब लोग फ्रस्ट्रेट हो जाते। इतना स्ट्रेस, भागदौड़ की जिंदगी, अपने अपने अलग अलग प्रॉब्लम्स, तो उससे बाहर निकालने के लिए और ये स्ट्रेस पूरा निकालने के लिए खाली एक ही इलाज है पूरी दुनिया में, पूरे विश्व में, वो है म्यूजिक। चाहे वो फ्यूजन हो या रॉक, पॉप, जैज, क्लासिकल, इंस्ट्रूमेंटल, कोई भी हो, सभी जगह पे एक ही इलाज है। अगर आपको स्ट्रेस से बाहर आना है या लाइफ अगर अच्छी तरह से जीनी है, लाइफ का बहुत अच्छी तरह से आनंद उठाना है, तो आपको खाली म्यूजिक ही काम आता है आपको।
Very nice. So basically, he's saying that it's a stress reliever, right? So are you, Avinashji, are you telling us no need to go to the doctor? Just listen to music?
यस, करेक्ट।
Guys, there you have it, the final verdict. Music is a healer. So thank you, Avinashji. Let me ask you one more question. You are also a teacher. You're teaching students how to play drums, even in this tough time. What would a student tell about you? आपके बारे में student क्या बोलेगा?
हाँ, मेरे पास अभी पुणे में मैं जहाँ पे रहता हूँ वहाँ से भी बच्चे सीखते हैं, तो वो भी ऑनलाइन सीख रहे हैं। और यूरोप से जर्मनी है, और यूके में लंदन से, अमेरिका में 2-3 स्टूडेंट्स हैं मेरे। तो ये सब स्टूडेंट्स मेरे पास सीखते हैं, हम उनको नोट्स भेजते हैं, वो घर पे रियाज करते हैं। आज अभी ये 2 महीने से हम लोग घर पे बैठे हैं, तो वो बोलते हैं कि यही एक उपाय है कि जिससे आनंद मिलता है। टीवी कितना देखेगा आदमी, कितना सोएगा, कितना खाएगा, घर से बाहर नहीं निकल रहे। तो यही एक तबला है या म्यूजिक है कि इसमें हम आनंद ले रहे हैं, रोज रियाज कर रहे हैं, नई नई बातें आपसे सीख रहे हैं। बहुत खुश है बच्चे।
Very nice, Avinash ji. You gave the very golden words out. It's a soul soother, and your students feel the same about it. That they cannot sleep all the time, they cannot watch TV all the time. So the music that they're able to produce through these drums satisfy themselves from within. So that's a good thing. Hafiz ji, I have the same question for you. What does a student say about you? You have to unmute.
या
हाँ,
हाँ जी।
तो मेरा क्वेश्चन था, आपका स्टूडेंट व्हाट डज ही से अबाउट, व्हाट डज ही थिंक और से अबाउट यू? आप भी टीचर हो, व्हाट आर देयर राय आपके बारे में?
ये जो कोरोना की वजह से जो लॉकडाउन हुआ है पूरे वर्ल्ड में, हम सब मानते हैं, हम सब कलाकार मानते हैं कि इसके वजह से हमारे जो कॉन्सर्ट्स हो या जो सोशल जो लाइफ थी, ये तो बंद हो गई है, और एक शायद और एक 2 महीने चलेगा। मगर मुझे लग रहा है कि ये थोड़ा बहुत फाइनेंशियल तकलीफ होगी, मगर टीचिंग वाइज और अपना खुद का रियाज के उस तरफ से, उस एंगल से हम सोचेंगे तो इसका हम भरपूर फायदा उठा रहे हैं। जो भी कलाकार है घर पे बैठे हुए हैं, रियाज करने के लिए टाइम है, और ऑनलाइन क्लासेस तो चल ही रहे हैं सबके, बल्कि सभी आर्टिस्ट का ऑनलाइन क्लासेस चल रहा है। मेरे भी स्टूडेंट्स हैं इंडिया में, बेंगलोर में तो बहुत सारे स्टूडेंट्स हैं, और यूएस में है, यूके में है। तो मैं मानता हूँ इस लॉकडाउन की वजह से ये हमको अपना पर्सनल जो प्रैक्टिस होता है एक आर्टिस्ट को, तो उसका फायदा हो ही रहा है।
It's giving, आप कह रहे हो कि it's giving you more time, personal time to think about and introspect.
जी,
Very nice.
तो बाकी नॉर्मल टाइम पे इतना हमको प्रैक्टिस के लिए टाइम नहीं मिलता है, और इतना आराम से हम क्लासेस भी नहीं कर सकते,
Very well
क्योंकि
said. Yes.
कॉन्सर्ट शुरू हो जाते हैं, हमारा ट्रैवलिंग शुरू हो जाता है।
Definitely. So you're always in the travel to go attend concerts, to perform in the concerts, to teach the students in person. These 3 months has given you time for yourself, and I think the whole world will agree. It has given family time for themselves as well.
हाँ नजीरा, हम सिर्फ 2 ही चीजों पे ज्यादा ध्यान दे सक रहे हैं अभी। एक अपना खुद का रियाज, दूसरे अपने स्टूडेंट्स को तैयार करना, बस।
Very nice, definitely, and we wish you all the best, and we wish the best to your students as well.
मुझे कुछ कहना है।
हाँ जी, please go ahead.
ये लॉकडाउन की वजह से घर पे तो बैठे हैं, तो भगवान ने एक हमको एक अच्छी सीख दिया है यहाँ पे कि अरे भाई थोड़ा रुक जाओ, थोड़ा सांस लो, खाओ पियो, थोड़ा आराम करो, रियाज करो, और अपने फैमिली को टाइम दो। आर्टिस्ट अभी आप ये बात उनको भी शायद पसंद आई कि हम लोग फैमिली को टाइम नहीं दे पाते। अगर हम
हाँ
ज्यादातर टूरिंग करते हैं, अगर हम अभी बीच में हम यूरोप यूके जब 1 महीना के टूर पे गए थे, मेरी बेटी छोटी है तो रोज वो वीडियो कॉल पे बात करती थी, व्हाट्सएप पे मैसेज भेजती थी कि पापा आप कब आ रहे हैं, पापा आप कब आ रहे हैं। तो ये मतलब सेक्रीफाइस करना पड़ता है आर्टिस्ट को, ये भी बातें हैं। हाँ, लेकिन ठीक है, उससे खुशी मिलती है, पैसा मिलता है वो फैमिली के लिए। लेकिन अभी ये लॉकडाउन का जो है, इसका बहुत फायदा हो रहा है कि हम घर पे है, बेटी के साथ रोज खेल रहे हैं। अभी नया एक और फैमिली मेंबर उसके साथ भी खेल रहे हैं, मम्मी पापा की सेवा कर रहे हैं। तो ये सब बातें ध्यान में
सही है।
रखते हुए इसका फायदा भी उठा सकते हैं ना।
Very nice. And
तो
we saw your daughter
इसीलिए
the other day. Her name Arya. I
आरोही आरोही।
Arohi. Very
आरोही।
nice. She was very cute and she joined us during the rehearsal. So thank you, Avinash ji. Very well said, because it's bringing family times together. Things that musicians could not do before are able to spend and sit back and relax and introspect and probably write more songs as well for themselves, if I'm not mistaken, for all of you, right? Okay, Ji. I think Hafiz ji wanted to add something.
नहीं मेरा कहना यही है कि हम इस जो भी कलाकार हैं जो घर पे बैठे हैं, इस लॉकडाउन का फायदा ही उठाएं, अपना प्रैक्टिस हो या टीचिंग हो, बस।
Yes, very nice. Definitely take advantage of the situation to continue with your passion. True. So Todd and Daryl and Gayan and Karwan, I want to hear from each one of you. How important are the lyrics? Do you know the lyrics of all your favorite songs? So why are lyrics important? Gayan, why don't you start?
Nazeera, I'm actually going to take that question a very different way, because I really loved your other question, which is what would the world be without music? So I'm going to relate that to this question.
Yes.
I don't think it's possible for the world to not have music in it, because I think the world is made of music. So I think that even if we didn't have lyrics, there would still be music. And lyrics are an additional embellishment. They're an additional layer of meaning. But I think at the soul level, at the universal level, at the level of the universe, at the celestial realm, it isn't necessarily essential. The world is made, the fiber of the world is music.
Very well said. And yes, indeed. Todd?
Yeah, I mean, I think that lyrics are important. That if you're going to write lyrics, that you sort of have this opportunity to say something that people will want to hear or may want to hear, or that resonates with them in some way. I think there's a lot of people that have a misconception thinking that lyrics and poetry are one and the same. They're not. And I think to Gayan's point that actually the feeling and the emotion behind the music and the lyric work very much in symbiosis and harmony together. And what makes a lyric so powerful and so meaningful, it could be the melody line or the musical instrumentation that's supporting it. And they're codependent on one another. So they're really, poetry and lyricism are actually not the same. They're very different in that regard. And I think that's what makes music and makes lyrics unique.
Sure, thank you. And Karwan and Daryl, I want to sort of ask the same question, but I want to add, has music also turned your madness or your sadness to normal levels? And why are the lyrics very important? Karwan?
According to me, lyrics is very important because that's why we call old is gold. The old songs of Bollywood, the lots of work is there, and because of lyrics, the listener connect the beauty of the songs. You can say that, and he will feel the pictures of the song, what the actor is trying to say, as I believe. So lyrics is very important.
Has any song, when you were mad or sad, when you listen to a song, have you become normal after that?
Sometime, you can say.
Very nice. Okay, Daryl, go ahead. All those questions to you.
Well, I'd like to say that lyrics are very important, and it's important that the music goes with the lyrics. Like Todd said, it's like poetry is different than lyrics for a song, but they can have the same meaning at the same time by, when you just say the words of a song, it becomes poetry. But, I think back to where that in 1937, there was a song that was created called My Funny Valentine, and, the melody has never changed. The, all artists like to do that song because the melody and the words mean so much together. So that's why I believe that, you can write a song that doesn't have any legs to it. You'll hear it and then you don't hear it anymore. It's almost like a one-hit wonder. But there's times when you can write a song and the words go with the music and the music go with the words and there's harmony there and it just sounds so beautiful together, which makes it a beautiful song.
Very well said. And has any music made your sadness or madness to becoming normal?
Uh,
Daryl?
no, I don't think that become normal because music is a part of me, so it's like no matter what situation I'm in, I can hear a song to where that can make me sad, it can make me glad. It depends on the moment at the time, but as far as just hearing a song and it's going to change my attitude, maybe not.
Okay, very well said. And Daryl, are you going to continue this friendship that you've developed over these past 2 weeks?
Absolutely. I look forward to, I'm honored to be with everyone, and just hearing the different styles of music, and just hearing their thoughts about music all around the world. It means so much. And I mean, thank you for giving us this platform because, I don't know if I'd be talking to somebody from Australia right now, but I'm glad that he's here at 5 o'clock in the morning, and everybody else is here also.
Very well said. Thank you so much. So let's go to Australia. Farhanji, tell us what are your favorite venues for performances and what are your least favorite venues? And this question I also want to ask Hitesh as well to join because now you are not going to any venue. So how has the business model changed and how is the music industry being impacted? I know it's a lot, but I think it's all interconnected.
All right, so you have asked two questions. Number one, the favorite venues and the least favorite venues. I would say any venue with good audience is a good venue. I've been blessed to perform in front of like 45,000 people, 20,000 people, 9,000 people, and only 30 people and 10 people as well. So and most of my memorable shows had like lesser audience, like 300 people and 400 people. It really depends that how do they engage to your music, how do they respond to your music. In Australia, the shows which happen here, particularly the shows we do for the multicultural societies and multilingual kind of a concept, they really want to learn and listen to your music. They're really into music. When I do like public shows, like where more than 5,000 people are standing into the audience, it really depends if they are enjoying, if they are giving you answer, if you are asking them to sing something, if they really want to listen to you. It really depends. So any venue with good audience is a good venue. I don't think that I have any least favorite of a venue. So that gives answer of the first question. Second answer, in this recent time, how this has been heard. Yep, there are no public performances. We have not been able to go out to perform concerts in outdoor settings. But as Hafiz ji and as other musicians have said, that this is the time to practice and really polish your skills and get ready for the other side of the world. So yeah, so I would say that this is the time to really reflect and polish your skill, and to be ready for the next challenge of your life. Uh, that's what I think. I have answered both the questions.
Yes, you did. And that was my question. You did answer. And what I was also trying to ask was, do you see a permanent shift in the business model for the music industry? You can just
Uh,
answer.
I'm very hopeful that this will not. I mean, this will over very soon. There will. I'm hoping that there should not be a permanent change in a business model. But yeah, people need, the musicians and artists need to learn the technology, and with technology we need to learn how to do business online. So I have came across few very good initiative in terms of music. So let's say there's a festival called Adelaide Fringe Festival. So we had a performance for them in February. But what they did, that they gave online platform to all the musicians, so that we can put up our music there, and people can actually uh, just like purchase tickets to the show, and then they can actually go to the website and check the whole show out. So they're trying to support the industry. But uh, I would say, for time being, the audience can support, but this model is not very viable. I would say, people, live music is live music. You go to the venue, you listen to an artist. Listening to an artist on mobile or your TV screen is, even when I'm sitting right now, I don't have any musicians. I cannot go loud, I cannot go down, and because music is a magic, right? So to create a magic, you need resources, you need the whole aura, to explain that what you are trying to do, and for the hypnotism. So to create that hypnotism, live audience and live ambience is very important, at least for me. I don't know about the other artists, but yeah,
Very
I'm
good.
really missing that part, and very hopeful that we'll be on roll again.
We are hopeful as well, but for now, we want you to stay safe at home and continue to improve upon, just like what you said, the opportunities that you see. So when everything opens back up, you're up and ready, more stronger. So thank you, Farhanji.
Yep. Yep.
Hitesh, what has been your favorite venue that you
I think
performed?
Daryl is one who wants to say something. Yeah, please, Daryl.
Yes, thank you so much. Nazeera, I'm sorry, I have a radio show in about 5 minutes, so I have to leave, but I
Yes.
enjoyed being here. Thank you so much, and I will get in touch with everyone.
For sure.
Thank you,
I
Daryl.
wanted to
Thank
add
you,
the
Daryl.
same thing.
Thank you,
It
Daryl.
was
Sorry,
very
I
nice
also
to listen
have
to
to
you.
go. So I enjoyed it so much. Thank you so much, everyone.
Thank
Good
you
to be
so
with
much.
all of you.
Thank you so much,
Thank you.
Kayan, and thank you, Daryl. We will miss you, and thank you for joining us. So, Hitesh, go ahead.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank
So
you.
yeah,
Thank you.
so favorite venues. Okay, so I have been like performing like from the time I have been in Vancouver, I have been performing open sets for all the Bollywood singers. Like जिनके भी यहाँ पे concert होते हैं, all the shows, and then I have been enjoying that those gatherings a lot because people come with so enthusiasm and they're so energetic, and like when you get on the stage and people like just rooting for you, and that gives you goosebumps, like you have to do your really well, and like this is your moment, right? So there's no one around, and just go for it and do your best whatever you can. And yeah, so वो audience मुझे बहुत अच्छी लगी थी. And जैसे कि like as Farhan just said, like it doesn't matter the number, the matter is the quality of the audience, right?
Very, very
Yeah,
well said. Very well said,
exactly.
Hitesh ji.
Yeah, so like even if there are 10 people in the hall or 100, if those 10 are engaging with you, giving giving you feedback, right? So that matters a lot. That matters a lot. Yeah.
Very
So
well said. Thank you, Hitesh. So I know it's up to 4, but we did have very minor technical difficulties. I'm going to take the privilege of taking extra 5 minutes if that's fine with all of you.
yeah,
Yeah? Okay, sounds good. It's like we don't want to let you go because you're like those motiyan, the pearls, right? And you want to be near the pearls. So this is what I want us to do, and I know Shilpa was having a kirtan that she wanted to sing just for spreading the positive vibes, so I'll probably do 2 minutes of kirtan, Shilpa, and then I want us to go into what Farhan was trying to do in the beginning, of sort of pulling the music together of all of you. And let's see how that goes. I know it's hard in our meeting room, but then still let's try that. And I want you all to give closing comments before we sign off. So go ahead, Shilpa, and then I want us to do the entire group music and then closing comments from each of you. Shilpa.
Yes, thank you so much. I'm starting soon. Here we go. You can close your eyes and we all can come together and send out the healing energy into the universe during this crisis. Thank you so much. Hare Hare Bole Namah Shivaya. Namah Shivaya. Namah Shivaya. Namah Shivaya. Hare Hare Bole Namah Shivaya. Thank you, Patilji, for playing tabla. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Hare Hare Bole Namah Shivaya. Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Hare Hare Bole Namah Shivaya. I'll have to remember to sing only for 2 minutes because when I start chanting, I get into meditation and then I don't want to stop. So I will remember. Namah Shivaya. Hare Hare Bole Namah Shivaya. Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Hare Hare Bole Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Hare Hare Bole Namah Shivaya. Namah Shivaya. Shivaya. Namah Shivaya. Hare Hare Bole Namah Shivaya. Namah Shivaya. Namah Shivaya. Hare Hare Bole Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Hare Hare Bole Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Hare Hare Bole Namah Shivaya. Thank you so much.
Thank you for the wonderful chant so much. And let's go to Shilpa. Thank you very much again. I want Farhanji. I know you are trying to pull this together. So for the next couple of minutes or 3 minutes, and then the closing comments, and then we'll end it off.
Yeah, we'll try to do something. It's almost 6 in the morning here.
I know.
I'm losing my voice as well. So if we have Hafizi online, Hafiz bhai, can we do something in Rag Yaman?
जी जरूर जी
So kuch rachaiye, and then I'll try to join you in the middle, and then
Yes, yes.
Karwanji can join after that, and then Avinash ji, if he's there, then he can join uh, later on this with the rhythm. But let's build up.
जी जरूर जरूर मैं थोड़ा आलाप करूं पहले
Yeah, आप बिल्कुल रचाइए. Nire gare nire sa, nire gare gama gama da ma da ni sa re sa ni da pa da pa ma gama gare pa re sa. आज जाने की जिद ना करो, यूं ही पहलू में बैठे रहो,
सब लोग अगर डी में बैठें तो अच्छा रहेगा
यूं ही पहलू में बैठे रहो, आज जाने की जिद ना करो. Hitesh, it's D. Hitesh, it's D.
जी हाँ जी please.
चंदन सा बदन चंचल चित बन, धीरे से तेरा ये शर्माना, हमें दोष न देना जग वालों, हो जाऊं अगर मैं. क्या बात. वक्त की कैद में जिंदगी है मगर, क्या बात. निगाहें मिलाने को जी चाहता है, छाप तिलक सब छीन ली रे मुँह से नैना मिलई के,
क्या बात.
नैना मिलई के, नैनों में आई के, नैना मिलई के, नैनों में आई के, बात गम कह दी नीरे मुँह से नैना मिलई.
Very nice. Very nice.
All right.
today from Bangalore, and we are all here mostly in Atlanta and California. So, Karmanji, I want each of you to give 20 seconds, 30 seconds closing comments, and before we sign off. And again, ladies and gentlemen, they're sitting here for the last 2.5 hours. We've been rehearsing for the last 1 week or 2 weeks. Please share, like them, share their video, subscribe to their video, and become a part of their fan base. I think I'm subscribed to most of your videos, and I'll continue to do that. So go ahead, Karwanji, closing comments.
I'm
Yes.
just closing.
Yes.
अभी न जाओ छोड़कर ये दिल अभी भरा नहीं, अभी ये दिल अभी भरा नहीं, अभी अभी तो आई हो, अभी अभी तो आई हो, बाहर बन के छाई हो, हवा जरा महक तो ले, नजर जरा बहक तो ले, ये शाम ढल तो ले जरा, ये शाम ढल तो ले जरा, ये दिल संभल तो ले जरा, मैं थोड़ी देर जी तो लूं, नशे के घूंट पी तो लूं, नशे के घूंट पी तो लूं, अभी तो कुछ कहा नहीं, अभी तो कुछ सुना नहीं, अभी ना जाओ छोड़कर ये दिल अभी भरा नहीं.
That's all.
Very nice. Very great closing comments in music itself. Thank you so much, Karwanji. Hafizji, with you, your closing comments.
बहुत अच्छा लगा आज. मतलब मैं बजा के बताऊं या बोल के बताऊं?
आपकी मर्जी, फरहान जी. I know you have to go. Okay.
नहीं, मैं थोड़ा बजा के बताऊं.
ठीक है.
जैसे हिंदुस्तानी संगीत में जो लास्ट एक प्रोग्राम, जो भी कॉन्सर्ट हो, उसका जो लास्ट पार्ट होता है, झाले में होता है. मैं थोड़ा देर झाला हो जाता हूं.
ठीक है. Very good indeed. You didn't need words, and when words fail, music speaks. Very well said. Thank you, by Hans Christensen, I believe. So thank you, Hafiz ji. Farhan ji, 30-second closing comments.
Yeah, I'm privileged and I'm honored that I get to meet so many good musicians around the world. Hafiz ji, Avinash ji, Daryl, Gail, Todd, Hitesh, Shilpa ji, everyone here, Karawan ji. I had such an amazing time. Although it was very late here, but I tried. You guys made me wake up all through and through, and I'm very blessed to have been here and listen to all of you. It's just great, and we'll continue this friendship, and we'll try to do more music together. and we'll try to get online again with this group,
Inshallah,
and
inshallah.
we'll do more music. Thank you, Nazeera. Thank you for bringing this mini world ensemble together, and inshallah, we'll do somewhere in future. We'll meet together for a live performance with the live audience as
Definitely.
well, inshallah.
Yes,
Inshallah.
definitely. And I hope you're going to keep connected through Facebook or WhatsApp and continue the friendship. Avinash ji, and then we have Hitesh with 30-second closing comments, and Shilpa. I think Todd had to leave, so we're going to say thank you to him as well. Avinash ji?
पहला तो आपको बहुत धन्यवाद नजीरा जी कि आपने इतने अच्छे अच्छे आर्टिस्ट से
सही है
रूबरू करवाया।
Thank you. Thank you.
हाँ
Thank you.
या तो इतने अच्छे अच्छी दुनिया की इतने कोने में इतना अच्छा अच्छा म्यूजिक है, इतने अच्छे म्यूजिशियंस है, तो आपकी वजह से इतने अच्छे अच्छे हमें दोस्त मिले, इतना प्यारा म्यूजिक उनका सुनने को मिला, तो सभी को धन्यवाद। और जैसे फरहान जी ने कहा कि अगर फ्यूचर में देखते इंडिया में या उनकी जगह पे या कहीं पे हम सब एक साथ मिलके एक अच्छा कोई लाइव कॉन्सर्ट हम कर सकते तो देखते फ्यूचर में। सभी को फिर से एक बार धन्यवाद।
Thank you so
गुड
much,
नाइट।
Avinash ji. We wish you a very new fatherhood as well. So, congratulations again. Thank you. Hitesh?
जी मैम, yeah. So first of all, thank you everyone. बहुत अच्छा लगा आप सबसे मिलके एंड सुन के, स्पेशली उस्ताद जी, अपने हफीज जी एंड जी, अविनाश जी, बहुत आप एंड आपको कॉन्ग्रेचुलेशंस अविनाश जी, आपकी एक्चुअली वो चलेंगे आई गेस, सो इट्स ओके, उनके बेटे के लिए। एंड देन या तो आई एम फीलिंग रियली ब्लेस्ड एंड देन आई होप कि हम in actual मिल सकें and then just try something new and then express our music. That's all.
Very good, thank you. And we are here to listen to your music all the time, so we thank a special thank you to you as well, Hitesh. Shilpa?
Thank you so much, Nazeera ji, for inviting me to this show, this event. And I feel very blessed to have met up with all this wonderful artists here. My God. ये सब यहाँ पे धुरंधर है सब, और इतना अच्छा लगा सबको मिलके। आप लोग इतना सब इतना प्यार से भरे हुए हैं, और इतनी एनर्जी सबकी इतनी अच्छी है ना, कि I really feel very blessed. And I also look forward to seeing you all in future. आप लोग सब मेरे साथ भी connect रहिएगा, and I wish you all my immense like heart's desire कि भाई आपको जो भी आपकी हार्ट की डिजायर है वो सब भगवान अल्लाह और क्राइस्ट पूरी करें। That's what is my wishes for all of you. थोड़ी मैं नर्वस हो गई तो गड़बड़ी हो गई बोलने में। Thank you once again. And Nazeera ji, I wish you the best for your show also, and I hope it's a big success.
Thank you so much. Hafiz ji, you had to say something?
नहीं, शिल्पा जी बोल रहे हैं कि वो नर्वस हो गए, ऐसा हमको लगा नहीं।
नहीं,
अच्छा ही हुआ सब।
बोलने में थोड़ी भूल हो।
You all are perfect in who you are, because you portrayed who you are. You didn't have to act or fake it out. So that's what music is about. Music is the truth. You all are the truth because you are speaking the truth through the music, right? So thank you all for listening to us for this session. Thank you, Bytecraft Productions, www.bytecraft.bytecraft.com. They've been supporting us from the beginning of our Chai and Just Chat show. For our on-demand shows for the last 30 months, please visit www.chaiandjustchat.com. And another sponsor is vendorship.net. Without all these sponsors, we would not be able to make this happen. And finally, thank you to the panelists for their time and energy and the commitment and the dedication, along with Daryl and all those who are here, and Daryl and Todd and Gayan for joining us today. And we'll have our next show for next month. Please stay tuned, visit our website. But continue the music, stay safe, stay home. If you have to go out, please make sure you're following the protocol or the precautions. And thank you again to the frontliners who are continuing to save lives, putting their lives at risk. Thank you again, Prashant. Thank you to your family, and thank you everyone. Namaste, Sat Sri Akal, Assalamu alaikum. Ya Ali Madad and Jai Shri Ram.
सबको नमस्कार।
Always.
Okay, ji.
Thank you, everyone.
Take care.
Thank you.
अच्छा,
Salam.
सलाम भाई,
Okay.
कारवान भाई।
Thank you. Bye.